All right, well, let's move on now to talk about somebody who definitely doesn't seem to have many issues at Manchester City. That's Erling Haaland. Rob, there was some chats that broke today about a potential contract update for the big Norwegian man. What's the latest there?
Yeah, I mean, City have been very, very good at this over the last couple of years, being very, very quick to extend contracts of key players within the group. Haaland has got a long deal already at City. I think it runs until about 2027. So it's not, a case that they're in any danger of losing him anytime soon. It's simply they want to sit down with him and renegotiate his contract. Recognition for the fact that he's become a really important player under Pep Guardiola, and also as a reward for his fantastic season last year. His first at City obviously helped City win the treble, and they feel it's only fair that they sit down and renegotiate his contract. There is a feeling at City that at some stage during his career he's going to want to go and move to Real Madrid. Obviously, Madrid were involved when he decided he was going to leave Borussia Dortmund. City were the ones in the end who got the deal over the line, but there is an acceptance that eventually Haaland may decide that he wants to go and play for Real Madrid. What City's aim is to get as many of Haaland's peak years out of him as possible. Obviously he's a fantastic Premier League goal scorer. They just want to cash in on that while they can. So it's not a contract that's going to keep him at the Etihad for life. They just don't think that that's going to happen. But what they do want to do is make sure that when he hits sort of 26, 27, 28, those years are spent at City. So really, it's just a reward for what he's already done. I hope that they're going to extend it for, maybe not even a long period of time, maybe just another year or two onto the existing deal, just to keep him at the club, make sure that he's a key player at City for the next couple of years, because obviously he's done fantastically well and they want him to continue doing so.
Steve, if you're Erling Haaland, even though you won everything that there was to win in your first season at Manchester City, and you still have a lot left on your contract, as Rob said, you're still taking this extension, right? No questions asked?
No.
Ooh, you're getting called by Real Madrid. I mean, the sun is shining.
No, the fact that he still has another 4 years, I don't think he needs to extend his contract. I mean, it certainly won't be about the money. It's not dangling money in front of him and he's going, all right, let's take the money. It's only another year, let's take the money. I don't think that Erling Haaland should be in any hurry right now, particularly because Pep Guardiola going to still be there in 4 years' time? I'm not so sure. And so for that particular reason, it's why if I'm Haaland, I wouldn't quite go taking the bait just yet.
Well, one where we know that Pep Guardiola probably never will go is Real Madrid, though, James. But of course, we know Real Madrid as well love to build this Galacticos type team, with the likes of Jude Bellingham there too, probably the potential transfer of Kylian Mbappe if that ever gets over the line. Do you still see Real Madrid kind of going for Haaland and Haaland still wanting to go there too? Or should he just take this extension and chill at City?
Well, I mean, he can do both, can't he? I mean, I think the sort of unknown element to this is how long Guardiola stays at City, because if he only stays another year or two, and City will obviously be well placed to survive beyond him, but that's going to be a huge unknown. Whoever takes that job on, that club has been moulded, the squad has been moulded in Guardiola's image so profoundly that whoever does replace him is going to have a difficult task. There's no guarantee that they'll be able to continue the dominance that they've had, certainly domestically under Guardiola. And if things did start to go south there, it would be obvious that a move to somewhere like Real Madrid and a fresh challenge, a fresh start, a new league, the warm weather, as you say, Alexis, would obviously appeal to someone like Erling Haaland. I don't think there's many people who doubt he will eventually go and play in Spain at some point, whether that's, as I say, 2 or 3 years, or whether it's 5 or 6 years or longer. Obviously, we don't know. But I do think that I think a lot of it will depend on Guardiola and the succession planning that City have in place for him, and just how the start of that goes, because it doesn't need to dip very far for someone like Erling Haaland to think, well, actually, do you know what? If this is going to take a year or two or longer to rebuild, I'm going to go and try my luck in Spain.